You know, folks, this is just a bit of WrestleMania rumored WrestleMania 30 match updates. According to various sources out there, WWE is strongly considering adding a third person to the Batista Randy Orton match. Strongly considering it. Why? Well, because apparently they realize that if they don't do something, you know, it's going to create interest for that match. It's going to make that match more interesting than what it is. They're going to get crapped on. And if their intentions is to make that the main event, the last match, they got to make it. They got to make it in a way that's going to allow it to be. Now, like I said, there are two ways they could do this. One, as I mentioned before, they could have Daniel Bryan versus Triple H early in the show, where if Daniel Bryan beats Triple H, Daniel Bryan advances into the main event of WrestleMania. Makes sense. You beat the guy that's holding you back, he's got no choice but to allow you into the main event. On the other hand, you want to get CM Punk back on your good side. You want him back because people are cheering for him, and it's going to be crazy in Chicago. Here's what you do. Chicago, Illinois, you go through what you plan. You have him come back, and you have him announce, hey, you have him pipe bomb and then say, hey, part of the agreement is now I'm part of the main event. And that could help too. Or you could just have him as a surprise entrant into the main event, if you know what I mean. And again, that could help. Not saying that's the possibility, but if you add someone else, like say a John Cena to it, it's going to get crapped on big time. So, best scenario is you either got to, go with Daniel Bryan, have him face Triple H, and if he beats Triple H with the stipulation that if he beats Triple H, he's in the main event at WrestleMania. He's in the title match. No questions asked. No strings pulled, nothing. Or if you want to get CM Punk back on your good side and knowing he wants to be the main event, he wants to be in the last match of the card, you put him in there. And there you go. Now, other matches that they are considering, believe it or not, from what I've read and understood, is Big E versus Dean Ambrose for unification of both the Intercontinental and United States Championships. They are considering Luke Harper and Eric Rowan against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They are, considering Cody Rhodes and Goldust against each other. And then potentially an NXT match, possibly an NXT Championship match at WrestleMania. And along with another match, I can't think of it right now. Oh yeah, Sheamus versus Christian. So those are all the potential matches, along with that strong consideration of adding a third person to the main event at WrestleMania. So, yeah. So, yeah, apparently WWE realizes that if they're planning to initially make the main event at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, the last match of the night, they've got to do some serious soul searching, if you will. They basically got to do some serious work to make it a very attractive matchup that people will want to see. people will want to see the main event. They won't be tuned out on it or anything. They'll be like, okay, I want to see this event. I want to see this match. So the possibilities of adding that third man are endless. Like I said, you can end up going with a stipulation that if Daniel Bryan beats Triple H early in the night, that he gets into the main event. You could do that. Or if you know this is something that CM Punk wants, you know what I'm saying? You know that this is something that Phil Brooks, CM Punk, has been wanting and feels that he's earned his opportunity at. Then you basically say, hey, we want you back, right? You basically talk to him and say, you know what? We know you're angry with us about the direction of things, but we've done some serious thinking, and we've realized that you are right. We do need to change, and you have earned your right to be in the main event. How would you like to be in the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania? You could work it out that way. This is basically the open door that they're looking for to bring CM Punk back. So it's two ways that can go, but two ways that third person could be added. And of course, like I said, the other matches are the unification match between Big E and Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, Sheamus versus Christian. What else did I say? Sheamus versus Christian, Goldust versus Cody, and of course a possible NXT match, which I think and believe would be the NXT match, which I believe will be the which I believe would be an NXT match for the NXT Championship. So, yeah, that's about it, and that's all I'm gonna say. So, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll talk to you all later. But that's basically the update of what's going on with this whole WrestleMania 30 card.